Oh, hi. Hey, you guys. What's up? Charges of first degree murder. David, for David in the Celest case. She was under 14 years old. They might be going for a death penalty because it's first degree murder with special circumstances. So here's the press conference.
For the truth, they also had to sift through and debunk a great deal of false information circulating publicly.
Oh my
These challenges were real, and
This
they
is disgusting.
required patience, precision, and an unwavering commitment to the facts. Despite these obstacles and despite intense public pressure, our robbery homicide division detectives remained steadfast in their duties. They recovered and analyzed a substantial amount of digital and forensic evidence. They stayed focused, disciplined, and committed to uncovering the truth. Their work, in close collaboration with the district attorney's office, has brought us to this moment today. I want to thank the district attorney and his team, as always, for their partnership. This case demanded coordination, persistence, and a shared commitment to justice. Also, thank you to our media partners for showing up today and for sharing this important message with the public. And finally, to Ms. Rivas's family, we cannot undo the pain you are feeling. Our hope is that today brings some measure of accountability and a step in the journey toward healing. Please know that the Los Angeles Police Department remains fully committed to seeking justice on behalf of your daughter. Thank you.
So at this point, we'll take questions.
Anything more you can tell us about the fact that she was a witness in the coming investigation, that she reported the abuse, who was doing that investigation?
The details of the allegations that have made, particularly with that special circumstance, will be produced in court.
Did you determine cause of death, and the difficulty was to determine both the manner, cause, and date?
So with respect to the coroner's report, we will be seeking quite quickly to provide an order to the court that now allows the coroner to release that report to the public.
Good.
You believe that he acted from the BBC between the finding of the body of Celeste's body or her remains? Why has it taken so long for an arrest to be made?
I think the police chief got it right. That in a situation where you don't have an eyewitness account, or we can't point to a video that shows the killer killing someone, you have to go through the very rigorous and thorough investigation to look at all the digital and forensic evidence. You have to speak with witnesses, often who are cooperative and some who are not cooperative, in order to obtain all the information necessary to decide who did what, when, how, and what their mental state was at the time. That is what we've been doing over the last, between September 8th, roughly, and today when we bring these charges on April 20th. So again, it's a type of case that you want to make sure you get maximum information. And by the way, if there's anyone out there that has material information about this particular murder or any other actions taken by Mr. Burke, please come forward to the Los Angeles Police Department, come forward to the LA County DA's office, and report that information.
Mr. Hoffman, there are other people who are aware of this relationship. Is it possible that you will be arresting other people within his circle, and did he act alone in this death?
Again, with respect to whether or not there's any other individuals or we're going to take any other actions, you will know about them if we do, but at this point, I'm not commenting.
Do you believe that you know how she was killed beyond it being homicide? The actual cause of death?
The coroner's report will be released shortly. Because it is not currently released, I'm not going to be commenting.
But was it determined, not that, if you won't say what it was, but has it been determined how she was killed beyond it being homicide?
The coroner has made a determination on how Celeste died, and at the point that the coroner's report becomes public, we'll be able to comment.
Was there a specific breakthrough last week? Is there physical evidence that ties David to this murder?
There is physical evidence and there is forensic and digital evidence that we intend to present in court to prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt.
Only a couple more questions.
Yes.
Your investigation, and just for this question, are you able to tell us exactly what the smoking gun is, and also if you can address the issue of his visits to Santa Barbara, and that, how does it connect with the murder?
So with respect to the actual details of the evidence we're going to be presenting in court, I'm not going to do that today. As far as the concept of a smoking gun, the smoking gun is the totality of the evidence that we're going to bring to prove any case, whether it's this case or any case, beyond a reasonable doubt.
Is there any evidence that you've used other underage girls?
An investigation is ongoing. If information comes forward on any with respect to any additional crimes, we will certainly investigate it.
There's been so much discussion about the difficulties in this case. The chief talked about it as well. What makes you confident you can prove these allegations?
What makes us confident is the totality of the evidence that has been obtained by the LAPD robbery homicide, by the work that the district attorney's office has done, that has led us to the point where we believe we can prove each and every one of these three charges and the special circumstances and the special allegation beyond a reasonable doubt.
Thank you, everybody. If you raise your hand if you have Spanish language and you need a Spanish language translation. Okay, keep your hands up. My team will come around to you and we will have.
What about the parents?
Thank you very, very much.
Sorry, everybody. Thank you.
You said has she been missing 2024 or 2025?
You guys, the case is being filed, so I know you guys have your deadlines right now. You can see the DA is announcing the charges are being filed today. Being filed as we speak, or shortly thereafter. Arraignment should be at 1:30 today, over in Department 30. That's what court opens up. See 1:30.
Yeah, Spanish language. I think I'll have her stay right up here so it's easier for you. Okay.
The parents were supposed to talk through their lawyers, so I guess that didn't happen. He is going to be arraigned today. Okay, I have a lot of things to say. Girl, we about to be here for another couple hours because, okay, maybe this is the press conference, the outside of the court press conference. Okay, good. Girl, we have a lot to unpack. Breaking news, David is being charged. Yes, he's being charged not only with murder, but with first-degree murder. Not only with first-degree murder, but with first-degree murder and a special circumstance, not one, not two, but three. The special circumstances under the law that he's being charged with, of course, he is innocent until proven guilty, are number 1A, we'll say 1A. So first degree murder is 1, and then 1A is lying in wait. He lied in wait. That means he lured her, he waited there, and then he pounced. Number 2, special circumstance. Money. David did the murder, according to the prosecutors, for financial gain. Financial gain. He wanted to maintain his career. Number 3, or 1C, I should say, is David invited and lured her to the home to murder a witness to an investigation. Celeste was threatening, from what I understand in this press conference we just watched, Celeste was threatening David to expose their relationship, which brings me to charge number 2 of 3. Now, before we go there, the most shocking thing about this whole thing, if I would have bet, this is why I don't bet. If I would have bet money, I would not have bet. They would be going for the possible death penalty. Now, just because this is eligible for the death penalty does not mean they are going to pursue the death penalty. I see them coming out here right now. They had a press conference inside. I'm wondering if they're going to have another press conference out here. The second thing so there's the first degree murder charge, not conviction. Okay. This has to go to trial. The second charge is lewd, repeated, or continuous. I don't know. I was trying to write by hand. Should have been typing, but I didn't want y'all to have to hear that. Lewd acts with a person under the age of 14. And I talk a lot on this channel about how the law in different states differentiates. If a minor is just under the age of 17, it's a lot different than if the minor is under the age of 11. Okay, there's different ages that the law does take into consideration. This is a child under the age of 14 is what he's charged with. Repeated and continuous contact of the type that's worth a criminal charge, they're saying. The third crime that David has now been or is going to be charged with, according to this press conference, is mutilation of the corpse. So everything that people have been asking, well, why don't they get him on the inappropriate relationship, or why don't they just get him with the improper handling of a corpse? They did charge him with those two things. Now, importantly, one of the news reporters asked, is there any evidence that you saw that makes it to where David did these types of acts against other individuals, other underage individuals? And the district attorney, Nathan Hochman, just said, the investigation's ongoing. We're ready to move forward with first-degree murder with special circumstances, meaning lying in wait, murder for financial gain, and murder to a witness of a crime. Now, what was she going to be a witness of a crime to? According to the district attorney, it was going to be the second crime he's charged with, which is the lewd act under 14. And then there's just this third one of mutilation of a corpse. Now, charge number 1 and number 2 are related to one another because one of the special circumstances is this witness to a case or whatever. I am kind of keeping my eye on the screen here to see if anybody that's going to come out is going to do a press conference, because we were told all over the news, up and down and all around, that the family, Celest's family, was going to speak out from her lawyer. We do have a little press conference set up out here, so we're going to see. I am keeping a little bit of an eye on that for a while. Other big news we just learned is that the arraignment is going to happen today at 1:30. So that's in about 3 hours. I don't know if I'm going to come back on here live, or maybe I'll just be able to go live all day, but I'm going to need y'all to stay with me. You're going to stay with me if you want me to be live all day until the arraignment. Or I might just come back on for the arraignment. But right now we have a lot more to talk about, so I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. What else do I have written down here? So he's going to be arraigned today, 3:30 Eastern time, 1:30 Pacific time. I don't know if there's going to be cameras in that courtroom or not. Usually there are not, but maybe some people have, been able to get cameras inside there. Now, 2 things I do want to look into after it's a little clearer that we're maybe not going to get a press conference here outside is it sounded like Nathan Hochman said that it was April 23rd, 2025. Celeste Rivas Hernandez left her house and was never seen again. But then it sounded like the police officer chief guy said that it was April 13th, 2025. I don't know which one of those it is, because we're also dealing with the missing persons poster from 2024, which was a whole year before that. So I don't know if they misspoke with the years. Maybe we'll get a little bit more clarity on that. But other important news that we just learned in the press conference is that the medical examiner is going to be very soon given the permission to unseal Celeste Rivas Hernandez's coroner report, toxicology report, medical examiner report. The LAPD had gone to court to get the court to seal Celeste Rivas Hernandez's medical examiner report, the toxicology report, the coroner's report, but now it is going to be unsealed most likely today in short order. Apparently, the prosecutor also believes that Celeste was murdered months and months before she was found. He said, quote, months and months. Her remains were found in September 2025. And then the LAPD and the district attorney come out and kind of dispel those rumors from with Mark Garagos was saying that they weren't getting along. They said, bullshit, we were getting along, we were working in lockstep, and we are with each other every step of the way. Celeste's family members, they did address the family members, but the family members' lawyer was supposed to make a statement and apparently ended up not doing that. The chief got up. He said the reason that it took them so long to do the arrest was because they wanted an airtight case. They wanted to make sure they were able to find everything. He's like, look, in a case where you don't have an eyewitness, yeah, I was there, I saw it happen. In a case where you have such a decomposition of the corpse, not only because all that time had passed, but also because the corpse had been desecrated. It takes a longer time than if you just have somebody that was right there on the scene. He said, but we did do that investigation and we did take that time, even though we had public pressure, even though we were being harangued and derided and all of this, even though they were telling us, hurry up and arrest, hurry up and do that. He said, we didn't want to because our focus, our sole focus was Celeste and justice and making sure we had that airtight case. Now, y'all can decide whether or not you believe that man or not. That's up to you.
They wanted to throw the
he said
book
this
at
was
guy.
a difficult and complex case because of the time that had passed, because of the desecration of the corpse, and because of a lot of false information. They were getting a lot of false information reported to them that they had to debunk or prove or whatever. He said, however, Nathan Hochman, the DA, the head lead DA in the state of, in the county of Los Angeles, he said, we have digital evidence, we have forensic evidence and physical evidence. The smoking gun, as it were, is just all the evidence put together. Are there other victims? That was a big question that I thought was a big question asked. The district attorney said, I don't want to talk about that, but, the investigation's ongoing, and anybody that has any information, leads, tips, go ahead and call me or the LAPD, and we will take that tip. Now, I do have my speaker still on, but I'm going to go
they had to make
on
sure
to
that the case was airtight.
just regular Google and see
because they probably had, leads and stuff like that, people sending tips and people calling in, and then they had to make sure that they had something to go on. You can't just charge somebody a first-degree murder. First-degree murder means you premeditated. Okay, let's start there. So this case is going to be huge, and I will be watching, but I don't know if I'll be reporting, but I'll be watching. Ooh, shit.
What, if anything, has been released at this point? I'm just going to type in David documents, arraignment. Wow, David is going to be charged, and he's been charged. Okay, so David documents.
All right, David has been charged with first-degree murder with special circumstances, I guess ×3. So there's a lot of things premeditated going on, and there might be searching for or going to, it's life, 25 to life, and then without the possibility of parole, and also the death penalty. We are in California. Yeah, man. Shit.
Okay, let me go to TMZ. They always got the exclusive. David mugshot released, which we did already see here, but we'll take a look at that. David mugshot released. Here is the booking photo for David. He's done grown out his beard. After being taken to jail following his arrest in Celeste's case, the mugshot was shown to the media Monday before prosecutors and cops held a press conference. David was arrested Thursday, over 7 months after Celeste was found. Body was found in the trunk. LAPD made the arrest and presented the case to the Los Angeles District County Attorney this morning so that they could file charges, and they are going to file charges, and his arraignment is today. As discussed on the Two Angry Men podcast, Mark Garagos said he spoke with folks high up in the DA's office who said they were not ready to charge David, but the LAPD was sick of waiting, believing there was more than enough evidence, and took the law into their own hands. Now, maybe that's true, but the LAPD and the prosecutor this morning were like, no, we've been working together this whole time. Okay, that must be Pam. Okay, let's see. Everybody seems to be okay. That they've moved on to something else. We do have some cameras hanging out outside. Okay. Oh, I was looking at that. I'm just looking at these different ones. Okay, that's over. So there's one more camera crew hanging out here. We'll keep it up for now to see, but I want to see if the coroner's, let's go to the coroner medical examiner. Put my notebook away. For now, we do have to do the arraignment. That's going to be happening in a few hours. Medical. Okay, let me see. Los Angeles medical examiner. Now, I wonder if they'll send it to me because I already paid for it. And they just sent me one little paper. Still no. Let's go to Reddit. Okay. That's a big notebook. Yeah, I know, girl. I write a lot. That's probably my third or fourth one like that too. About that size. Okay, here is the official mugshot, which we just saw. I want to go by newest. Death penalty on the table, which is really crazy to me. Oh, TMZ live streamed it. Okay, hold on. Let me go to... BBC has live updates going on, so let's read some of those. Thank you so much to Jenny for the $1.99 super sticker. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much to You'll Clap When I'm Gone for gifting 1 membership. Thank you so much to Rambling Bling for the $1.99 super chat. Girl, he looks so pressed. Yeah, or possessed. Thank you to Jenna for becoming a new member. I really appreciate y'all joining memberships. Thank you so much. To Jenny again for the $1.99 super chat. Okay. I thought death penalty wasn't even legal in California. I know. I thought that was canceled. If she was gone, the investigation would be over. I don't know what that means. Okay. So here's some updates here. David charged with first-degree murder. Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman just announced charges of first-degree murder against, this is way more than I thought they were ever going to do, truly, against David. He describes it as a brutal and horrific murder of Celeste, who was only 14 at the time of her death. This live stream is absolutely going to be getting you-know-whatted. So if y'all want to throw a little dollar, a little $5, a little 99 cents, I'll really appreciate it. Prosecutors could seek the death penalty for reasons that I stated earlier today. I do not believe they're going to seek the death penalty, but it's a death penalty eligible crime. Hochman says the charges involve numerous S acts with a minor, numerous S acts, or, a person who is 14, and also the mutilation of a body. The DA's office could eventually seek the death penalty. A parent's nightmare is a situation where your daughter goes out one night and never comes back. The victim was last seen in April 2025. Now, they both said different dates. I do need to go back and look at that press conference, like find the parts in the transcript, but one of them said 13th, one of them said 23rd. She was 14 at the time. She went to David's house in the Hollywood Hills and she was never heard from again. So April 2025, exactly a year ago, is about exactly when Celeste was never heard from again. Her dismembered and decomposed remains were found inside a trunk of a car in September when the investigation first began. 3 sets of charges were filed. Hochman provided more details about the allegations against David. He says there are 3 sets of charges. Thank you so much to Kenley for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you for your work, cousin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The people just sit on death row, but likely just serving a life sentence in there. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Got it. Okay, so there's 3 sets of charges. First of all, obviously we talked about it, the first degree murder charge with special circumstances of lying in wait as Celeste went to his home. The second charge is an additional special circumstance of alleged murder for financial gain. David is accused
All
of
right, so there you go. There's the update. Finally, charges brought to David for the Celeste case, first degree murder with special circumstances, and California can also go for the death penalty on this. So you guys, this is some big shit. He is innocent until proven guilty, but I hope they got a good case and enough evidence to lock this guy up for sure, if that's what needs to be done. All right, so I haven't reported on this, so I wanted to get this at least because I knew it was coming. So yeah, so I knew this was coming. I don't know if you could have heard me all this time. Yeah, this has been a long time coming, so I hope he gets what he deserves. He is innocent till proven guilty, and first degree murder in California can go off after the death penalty. So I just wanted to report on this because I knew it was coming, and everything was like months and months. So this is just remains were found. Then he wanted to get rid of her for financial gain, like a whole bunch of things. Like it's this. I will be following this case because I want to know all the just details. And people have been going crazy over this case, and they're trying to figure out why no charges have been came about, and it's like you got to give these people time to build a case. You got to give these people time to build a case. So we want it rock solid tight when it comes to things like this, because anything if anything, maybe it can save somebody else's life. Even it can save somebody else from these horrific acts. So we just want what's best for Celeste, and we want Celeste to get justice, and whatever that looks like, then so be it. All right, this has been it's crazy. I do live in Cali, so this is just disgusting behavior, and he is an artist, so it's like even more disgusting. So yeah, this is fucked up, guys. This is fucked up. So I don't want to be in here, all long-winded and everything. So help me, guys, get to 500 subscribers. Peace, love, and light. Like, share, and subscribe, and hype the video. This is Indigenous Girl, and I just had an update. And so you guys go get the rest of your information from what's my girl's name? She cracks me up. BJC Live Show. Okay, guys, go subscribe to BJC Live Show, because she be having it down as far as legal commentary, and she says the facts, and then gives her opinions, basically. And that's what I like. That's what I'm about. So facts first, then opinion second. You know what I'm saying? All right. David is being charged with first degree murder. First degree murder is like premeditated murder, guys. This is not like a you go to the store, something happens, and you shoot, and somebody gets taken out unalived. No, this is premeditated murder, guys. First degree murder is premeditated murder. And there's a mugshot. Nobody really cares about that. Don't give him no more shine. He don't need no mugshots. But all right, I'm out, you guys.